It's time for Be in the Driver's Seat with Regina, the Queen of Car Loans, and mental health expert, Dr. Teresa Moore. A Saturday morning mix of cars, credit, and wellness created just for you.
Brought to you by Joe Lunghammer Chevrolet of Waterford.
Plan your next vehicle purchase or get your credit rolling in the right direction with Regina today. And now, Regina, the Queen of Car Loans, and Dr. Teresa Moore.
Good morning. You're listening to Be in the Driver's Seat, and I'm your girl, Regina Eileen Woodard, the Queen of Car Loans.
Good morning, everybody. It's Dr. T. Happy Saturday.
Good morning, everybody. It's Mr. Trust the Process. What's happening?
You know, I'm super excited about a Saturday today because we always come with the energy. You know, I can tell when we actually get out our cars, we walk up the aisle with a walkway, and we come in, the energy starts right there. And that it really starts in our car. But I don't know, I got this extra energy going on this Saturday morning.
Y'all should see it. Y'all should see it.
Y'all should see it.
She got that drip going on today.
You should really see what's happening in the room today. We had to really set the tone on this early Saturday morning. But everybody's calm now. Everybody's, back in their respective seats. And we're going to have a great show.
Wait, it said back their respective seats.
Like we was acting a monkey or something.
Man, they told the studio up, y'all, get on to the behind the scenes as soon as y'all can, because I recorded it. Get it to bids. Right now, lock it down, get behind the scenes. I'm spilling all the beans on my seasoned sisters.
Hey, so you know what? We want to make sure that you go over to our Facebook page, Be in the Driver's Seat, and follow us on Be in the Driver's Seat on Facebook. But also, if you missed a show on Saturday, you can go to beindridriverseat.com and listen to our past shows.
You can. And also, we have a YouTube channel. Go to our YouTube page. It is Be in the Driver's Seat with the S, Be in the Driver's Seat. And you can see and hear all past episodes. If you need to email us for advertisement, if you want to be on the show or want to advertise on the show, email us at beindridriverseat@gmail.com. Again, that is beindridriverseat@gmail.com.
And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Push that follow button, that little bell at the top. Just go right up to it, say push, boom, and like, share, and subscribe, because I'm telling you, it's going down. It be going down when y'all ain't looking. We're on the radio, but y'all need to go check out these behind the scenes, because I'm spilling all the beans. I'm telling you, y'all gonna see them in a different light around here. So
what we're doing is we're looking to get our video coverage up. So you're gonna see behind the scenes, in front of the scenes. You're gonna see a lot, but we also got our personal pages that you can follow us on. That we're all doing our individual videos about what we do.
Man, listen, and the next time Dr. T starts preparing salmon and barbecue the way she did this last week and don't bring us in the plate, it's gonna be a situation in the studio.
I'm feeling some kind of way in the studio, y'all. I just want y'all to know if I come up missing, they did it. They did it.
And Cierra, I'm not gonna take away from your segment, but if you give your uncle another one of them cupcakes, listen, y'all, and it was small, it was powerful. It took me about 4 days to just kind of keep thinking and processing in my mind, like how I'm going to get another one, when I'm going to Saginaw, and what time I'm going. But I tell y'all this, behind the scenes, press the follow, like, and share button, because I'm telling.
So we need to go ahead and get started with our show today. Today's word of the day or word of the week is collaboration. Dr. T came up with the word, but I got Instagram, and I follow Hill Harper, and he did a video on collaboration. So these words that I'm going to say right now are from Hill Harper, but I may not get them all in order. But he said it's a me thing. It's not a me thing. It's a we thing. Let me say it again. It's not a me thing. It's a we thing. Everything happens in collaboration. As great we are, we can't do it by ourselves. We can do it together. Okay, that's not the exact words, but yes. Anyway, collaboration, he said, essential to excellence. Collaboration is essential to excellent. Wow. Dr. T.
So I love that, Hill Harper said those things. Collaboration to me is the meeting of the minds. So that is in the Bible we hear, iron sharpening iron. That means you bringing people together and you're actually sharpening each other. You both have skills and you are actually gleaning from one another. So basically yielding your supply, right? Being able to yield your supply. So now think about, as a therapist, collaboration is a meeting of the minds between the client and the therapist. Coming in and actually listening, hearing, and coming up with a plan that will work for the client so that it can be executed and they can walk away successful.
Ooh.
Did you have to go to Google? What's going on? Did you have to go to Google or what? What's going on?
I want to break this down in a movie as that movie line. So it forever would be broke. Right? So collaboration, specifically speaking, when you start talking about the word, you're talking about cooperation, alliance, partnership, participation, combination, association, colluding, cooperating again, collusion. So when you are a collaborator, and that could be you could be that type of person that just works in that environment. I love working on a great team. I'm not a great individual person. Like I get my energy from other people, and when it's time for me to make a decision, I like to collaborate on the decision because I don't want to be in a room where I feel I'm the smartest one in the room. In collaboration, in law enforcement and in education, you can't move the needle in either without the help or assistance of other people who do not think the way you think.
That's good. Because
you need to solve the problem in such a way that you want it to forever be broke. You want it to not come back. So the best way to do that is collaborate with people who may not think the way that you think, but they want the same result, is to solve the problem and come up with a solution. So collaboration was an excellent word for this.
That's good.
So my question is, why is it so hard sometimes for people to want to collaborate with someone? I'm stuttering this morning. It's so hard. People will watch you. They'll take what you have. You can just see a little bit step up instead of just saying, how can we work together? Mm-hmm. Because, it just ain't in Pontiac the Yak. It just ain't in Detroit. It's just not in Waterford. It's just not in Rollo. It's around the world, but it just happens right now. Speaking to my Pontiac people, the listeners from Pontiac right now. So why sometimes is it so hard for us to collaborate? We can do things together. Remember, together we can change the world. Mm-hmm. If we try to do it by ourselves, it's going to take it longer. Mm-hmm. So,
to me, in my thought process, I think that people don't want to collaborate because they may feel like you're going to steal their shine. Oftentimes, people are intimidated of others. And so instead of coming together and us collaborating, we're actually intimidated by one another, and we don't really want to see another person excel. It's all about me, me, me. But collaboration is saying, you know what, I'm confident with what I bring to the table, and let me help you, or let us come together and see how we can get stronger together. How can we touch more lives? How can we change the world together, one person at a time, instead of saying it's all about me, 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 me. Collaboration is really a meeting of the minds, coming together and see how we can build together.
So can I cut in real quick?
Oh, please.
Because I know you ready. I know you just hot right now. So
I'm jumping right now.
Dr. T, from a therapist's point of view, how do you deal with that as far as, the different people that you see, right? How do you deal with that? Because I know people sometimes, because you can't talk about name, nothing like that, but just give me an example. How would you deal with that with someone that had that problem of collaboration?
Well, first of all, we got to deal with ourselves, okay? What is it in us that we feel like that we can't collaborate with others? Do we feel intimidated? Are we having self-esteem issues? Did someone in our past tell us that we couldn't do a thing and we are not confident within ourselves? So first we have to start with ourselves and build ourselves up and know that we are valuable, and whatever we bring to the table is valuable, and we don't have to be intimidated by anybody else. We can actually come to the table and share our knowledge and know that what God has for us is for us. So God really puts a signet on us. There's not two people that's the same. So because there's not two people that's the same, what I bring to the table, it is enough. So you have to know within yourself that you are enough, and what you bring to the table is enough.
Let me clear my throat on that one. Let me tell you something, Dr. T. You just summed that thing right on up. I'm gonna go ahead and just go and take just put a little cherry on top of this. As my sister Tabitha would say, hold your mule for a second. When folks who don't want to collaborate, you gotta find your tribe. You gotta find people, again, who's trying to move in the same direction, right? Mm-hmm. Or if they simply just want to get to the solution, I'm good with that. We ain't got to be traveling in the same direction. You just want to get to the solution. I'm not your leader. You're not my leader. Collaboration means that we're trying to get together to find out what's the best idea to solve a problem that's being presented.
That's good.
Whether we want to create it, whether we want to create something or build something, and I'm out and I'm just going to put myself out there because I can, that's just me, right? I'm just, let's talk about a pool situation. City of Pontiac doesn't have a pool. There's no pool in the city of Pontiac. But yet there's people who say we should have a pool. Okay, I agree. But there are also some people who say, I don't want a pool. So sometimes, and you spoke on this, Dr. T, you have to get out of your own way of thinking it's just your idea. You have to listen to everybody else. So just because you may want a pool, somebody else may not want a pool. So how do we collaborate to get the best out of all the situations? And just because you come to the program or you come to the team late, sometimes if you come to the team late, you need to sit down and figure out what the things that's already been said or done and spoken on. You don't just get to come jumping on. You got to collaborate.
Ooh, you talking to somebody there. I hope they listening. You know,
there you go. She go just behind the scene. That was not specific to anyone or specific to any group. But if it hit you and you yelled ouch, that was meant for you.
Well, you know what? Let me just say this. When you're late to the party, you do got to sit down and close your big mouth. You do. You got to sit down, close your mouth. You can't come in at the end and be quarterback. Quarterback starts in the beginning. You know, if you want to, what's that part of the team when you come back at the end? What's that part?
Oh,
the football, basketball. What's that part? Is it a part you come back at the end? When they call the player in to try to save something, right? If they call you in to try to save the game, they call you in. If they don't, sit your butt on the bench. I sum that up. Sit your butt on the bench. Let me just go back into that. See, the problem is what we do when we go to swim. So when we go to swim, you know, kids and adults want to swim in Pontiac. We got to go outside our comfort zone. We got to go outside our district in order to swim because we can't even do it in our own area. What? I know I'm taking up a little time here because I went politic a little bit, but I like when we kind of put a little bit on there.
We need to talk about that, though. Like, we need to stop being uncomfortable having conversation because then that means you're not collaborating. You don't want to collaborate. So stop getting into these situations where somebody can't understand the word. That's just not going to happen right now. And if you want to build a pool right now in 2023, it's going to cost you $8 million.
And you don't know where the money coming from.
Well,
did you look at the budget?
Oh, or did you take a toll of the 59,000 people who said they wanted a pool in their city? Or did you just talk to the 20 friends that elected you? Like, you have to talk to the people who say, or talk to everyone and give it enough time. You have to collaborate on the decision. You have to collaborate on the thought process. You have to collaborate on which direction we're going to go. You have to collaborate on the research. You have to collaborate even if you feel like this is not something that needs to happen. If you're a teammate, be a teammate. But you're going to have to collaborate. And your idea may not be the first one that goes up at this particular point in time. That's just where we're at with it.
All right, we're going to end that segment on collaboration. Dr. T, look like you got one more thing to say. Go ahead.
I was just going to say collaboration, a meeting of the minds. You heard it here on Bids.
Ooh. We'll be right back. Regina, the Queen of Car Loans here with Joe Longhammer Chevrolet. If you're looking to get into a new or used vehicle with affordable rates, we've got your back. My lenders are making unheard of deals where others may have roadblocks. Regardless of your financial situation, I can get you financed and driving today. Simply Google Regina, the Queen of Car Loans. Ride in style with the Queen. Regina, the Queen of Car Loans at Joe Longhammer Chevrolet in Waterford.
Chevrolet, find new roads.
Are you paying high interest rates on a car loan? Do you desire to purchase a home, but you're unable to get approved? Perhaps you're repeatedly getting denied for credit when applying for credit cards. Listen, better credit doesn't just happen. You've got to make it happen. I've helped hundreds of people better their credit and their overall financial situation by applying a simple set of instructions that anyone can follow. Call me today, 1-800-988-9184. That's Kathy Washington, your financial impact coach, at 1-800-988-9184. Don't delay. Call today.
Hi, I'm Dave Wilkie, Service Manager at Joe Longhammer Chevrolet. Since the 1950s, Joe Longhammer and his family have been honored to service your vehicles. With 112 years of combined service experience, we can take care of any concern you might have. From warranty work to routine oil changes, we treat your vehicle like our own. Call now to schedule a next service appointment at Joe Longhammer Chevrolet. Stop by anytime, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Get your vehicle serviced right every time. Call 248-683-7100. That's 248-683-7100.
Chevrolet, find new roads.
You are listening to a favorite part of our segment that we do monthly with the Millenniums. And we have Cierra Warren, the master baker, the owner of Delicious Sweets out of Saginaw, Michigan. And we have Alexis Lawrence, the owner of I Am Beauty. She is also the one behind the Queen's makeup when she does her TV commercial. She does her outings when she has to get her makeup done. Alexis is the person behind the scene with the Queen. And also, Cierra Warren is, we're collaborating with my customers. So everybody that's actually buying a car from the Queen next month will receive cookies on behalf of Cierra Warren, owner of Delicious Sweets. And it is called Craven Cookies. What's going on, ladies, this morning?
Good morning.
Good morning. Happy Saturday.
Man.
Where are we at here? Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Hey, man, I was thinking about them cookies. You said everybody at your dealership get cookies.
No, I
What
said
about your teammates?
I said my customers, the Queen of Car Loans customers.
What about your previous customers?
No.
What about
That was like a year and a half ago when you got. How old is your truck? 2 years old?
It turned a year in October.
Okay, so no.
Can I get a cookie?
And then also, let me just say this. 5 people will also get their makeup done by I Am Beauty. So this is a collaboration we got going on this morning. And I don't know what's going on with you this morning, but it's a good thing.
So listen, so we got the Millenniums in the building today. So
I digress right now.
we got the
Me too. I'm sitting back right now.
We got the Millenniums on the move in the building. So listen, we starting with Cierra Warren, the master baker out of Saginaw, Michigan. Cierra, let's get into it today. You're going to talk to the listeners about habits from your personal life transferring over into your business. Let's get into it. What does that look like?
Yes, good morning. You know, this topic came about a lot of times I think about things that I went through or am currently going through as a business owner. And those are the things that I like to talk about because a lot of times people aren't very transparent when it comes to business and everybody thinks everything is so great. So today we're talking about how the habits you have in your personal life will likely carry over into business. And I'm going to use myself for an example. Can anybody relate to the topic of what I'm talking about, Alexis?
Cierra. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Okay, that is a great topic. I swear I can relate on many levels. So I can't wait to hear what you have to say.
So the first thing we're going to talk about is, are you organized in your personal life? So when I think about that, or when I think about my personal life, and I had to ask myself a tough question, am I an organized person? And the honest answer was no, because I am a procrastinator. So,
me too.
I mean, it's like simple things, like folding the clothes. I'm going to fold the clothes today. I tell myself in the morning, I'm going to fold those clothes today, and then I don't fold them, and I say, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Exactly. And then tomorrow comes, and it never happens. So thinking about my business, I cannot lie and say that I do not do the same thing. I can have a task that I need to do, and I'll say, okay, I'll do it tomorrow, but then it never gets done. And the reality is, I am the same person who operates my business. So if I don't have good habits as my own person, then I'm going to transfer them over to my business.
Ooh,
right?
Yes, you have touched many souls with that statement right there. Okay?
Yes.
Totally,
Yes.
110%.
So, Cierra, I'm listening and I'm like, wow, procrastination. A lot of people stand on their firm foundation is, you know what, I'm going to get it done and I work better under pressure. So talk to the listeners a little bit about how that looks like, because I know for myself, I would wait till the 9th hour and I would get it done. But just because you got it done doesn't mean that it was done correctly and it got your 100%. So talk to us about what procrastination really looks like if you wait till the 9th hour for one of your big projects.
You know what, Dr. T, I'm glad you said that, because my next thing to talk about was planning ahead. So I am the type of person who I feel like I work well under pressure. But the thing is, I have so many things pulling at me. So if I say, okay, I'm going to wait to the last minute to do this because I'm going to be focused, I know I only got 8 hours, I'm going to get it done. If something happens and there's an emergency and it takes you off of your set goal of getting it done, then the whole thing is messed up. So, I mean, that answers the question. Procrastination, if you're procrastinating and you wait to the last hour in hopes of getting it done because you work well under pressure, if something happens, then you either don't get it done, you're really rushing, and then you mess up something. So that's what that looks like.
And that definitely is like a crash and burn situation, because I do it all the time. You set out goals, you like, oh, I can knock it out. It's only going to take me this. And then as soon as the final hours come, you are overly exhausted from all the other stuff that you have put ahead of what the priority was. And now you are burnt to a crisp. And it just does not work out at all. And so I can definitely agree with you 110% with that. So me and Cierra are on the same page with that, because my topic today was how to balance your pH. Now, I know that sounds a little different for others, but the pH for me is personal healing. And just to collaborate with Cierra on that topic that she had, as a business owner, you cannot overlook yourself, your personal growth, your past experience without healing. And so she just touched bases on how she's a procrastinator at times. And guilty as charged, I am a procrastinator at times as well. But in order for you to grow in your business, you have to acknowledge some of the flaws you have in your personal life. Because if you don't acknowledge those things, you cannot move forward and better yourself nor your business, because you're going to carry on those bad habits like Cierra was saying. And so I have done that for so many years, and I think that that's why sometimes I feel like my business is at a standstill, because of my own personal habits of doing that. So in the last 2 years has been a really challenging year for me, where I had to let go of what others are doing and focus on what they want and what they have going on, and redirect that energy into myself and my business. And when you start redirecting positive energy back into yourself, You're going to make me do a hallelujah shout in here. It is 110% different of how you manage your time. And some people might get offended, but you might want to try Jesus and don't try me, because this is a me era. Because if you do not start putting yourself first, I'm telling you, you will be a doormat at somebody's door and not at your own door.
Wait a minute, did she say try you better not try me, you better try Jesus?
Yes, that's what I mean.
I know we got to come in there for a second. Hold on, Cierra. Gil.
Listen, when you hit me, first of all, you're spot on. I am so excited. I'm always encouraged doing this session, right? Because I mean, you have to be in the space, right? You have to be around millennials. I love millennials. I love to have y'all around me. I have y'all in my business. I have y'all in my decision making, because you come with a view when, like she just stated, try Jesus, not me. That means I'm kind enough. I listen. I'm healing, okay, and healing is a journey. But don't play with me. Amen. Don't take me for granted. Don't think you can kind of move me into your position in your space. And you talking to two millennials that have their own business, taking care of their business with that business. And so I mean, if anything else that y'all get out of this session, understanding the fact that millennials are alive and well, and get around a few. If you over 50, get you some millennials in your life. If you under 35, get you some millennials in your life. But get some folks in your life that have wisdom, because these young people have wisdom. They stay encouraged, and they're talking about the real conversation. You guys are the one that's driving the country right now. Yeah. Y'all not afraid to talk about mental health. You're not afraid to talk about your weaknesses. And I just want to applaud you right now when y'all just stepped up and just said, hey, you know what? I procrastinate a little bit. Hey, but I get that business done.
Yeah, that's good.
You know.
That's good.
Yeah, definitely. Because if you don't do this, if you don't put yourself forward, and I know Cierra can attest to that, if you don't, it affects you mentally and physical so bad, where you become so depressed and high anxiety about certain things, where you can't even go into normal habitats of around other people because you have so much noise going on in your head that you haven't prioritized. When you start prioritizing those things, you change 110%. No way, no shape or form can you continue to progress in no type of environment if you do not set those standards first off with your own personal self, whether it's taking an extra 10 minutes in the morning for yourself, whether it's taking yourself out to dinner, taking yourself on a yoga or anything, something personal that you can do to help your healing process. Because if you do not, you are going to crash and burn, and you're going to look like those people that talk to themselves on the side of the road and at work, and you don't want to be one of those people. And I can attest to that you disconnect yourself from other people. So that's one of my main things. I don't know if you can attest to that, Cierra, but you can detach yourself. Have you ever detached yourself because you just have too much going on?
Absolutely. And, the people around you, they don't really understand that when you get to that point and you detach yourself. So I think it's very important that you're honest with yourself and you realize that, hey, I'm a person too, and I'm not perfect, and I have some things that I need to work on. So once you're honest with yourself, then you can move forward with doing those things for yourself and setting those boundaries and working on your personal healing so that you could be the best you possible. I mean, because if you're not, you can't operate a business. You can't function in your family. You can't go forward if you're stuck in anxiety and losing it and just all over the place within yourself.
Absolutely.
I definitely can attest to that.
Yes, and just out there, the listeners out there, take your mental health so seriously, regardless of your age or what you got going on in your life. If you have to prioritize yourself, especially when you're running a business, because it affects it 110%. Even it affects your customers, your customer service. And I'm not trying to be funny. There's a lot of us millennials doing a lot of great things. It's amazing business, but we suffer in that customer service and that interaction with our customers sometimes because we put too much on our plate. And so we lose that connection with our customers. And sometimes you can be having a bad day, and it does not have nothing to do with the customer, but it affects them in a way by your tone, your demeanor, and that affects your business then, because they'd be like, oh, Cierra got an attitude. You know, I called her for an order and she was a little snappy with me. You know what I mean? No, Cierra does not do that, but I'm just saying that I have come into, even some of my friends that have business, I'd be like, whoa, girl, hold on. Hey, you know, if you had a bad day, let's redirect yourself. Sometimes you got to step back and say, let me get 10 minutes. Give yourself time to deflect, fix your energy, and, you know, come back to the table.
That's good. That's good. Go ahead, Cierra.
You know, I love how you said, you know, take 10 minutes or take some time to do yoga or some things that you enjoy that's just with yourself. Because like you were saying, you know, when you're doing so much and you're running the business and you're so busy, you could be having a bad day or something can happen, or you can be just burnt out and you're trying to keep pushing and pushing, and you're dealing with customers and people, and you have so many things that you have to do, and it can come off as rude or snappy or what have you to the customer or the people that you're working with. But it could just be that you need some time away. You need some self-care. You need to work on yourself. And I think that's one thing with us millennials. We grind, and we try to work so hard because we can. We're young, we're energetic. But I know I can speak for myself. I put a lot on my plate, and I think I'm like Superwoman. But and I don't know, I'm only 31, but I'm telling you, you know, sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm tired. Like, your body will let you know.
Honey,
like,
will
okay,
shut down on you.
You've been going. Yeah, for sure. It's like, okay, you can't operate your life like this and your body like this. You have to take some time for yourself, to do things that you like, to just rest in general. So, yeah, absolutely.
That's good.
Hey, listen, real quick. So how can folks get a hold to both of you? Give us some Instagrams or some contact information for you.
So definitely, you can reach me at I Am Beauty on Instagram. So _ I Am Beauty by Alexis on Instagram, as well as I Am Beauty by Alexis on Facebook. You can find me on those two pages, and I have all my booking links on both of those pages as well.
Master Baker.
You can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Delicious Feast Bake Shop, as well as Craven Cookies. That's Delicious Feast Bake Shop and Craven Cookies, and those pages will lead you to our website.
All right, well, I'm glad you guys gave your Instagram and your Facebook pages, but we'll be right back because we're going to continue this segment. And we'll be right back. We're going to pay a couple bills. I know that we have Joe Longhammer Chevrolet commercial. We have Kathy Washington, the financial coach commercial. We are encouraging people that if you want to get your commercial heard or you want to join with us, email us at beinthedriverseat@gmail.com.
Hi, Joe Longhammer here from Joe Longhammer Chevrolet with Regina, the Queen of Car Loans and the Queen of Community. Isn't that right, Regina?
That's right. When you buy a car from me, you get on the road in style and you'll be enrolled in the Joe and the Queen's Community Program, where we help you work your way towards better credit.
Joe knows it's good to help our community here in Waterford and Metro Detroit.
To find me, Google Regina, the Queen of Car Loans.
Chevrolet, find new roads.
Hi, I'm Dave Wilkie, Service Manager at Joe Longhammer Chevrolet. Since the 1950s, Joe Longhammer and his family have been honored to service your vehicles. With 112 years of combined service experience, we can take care of any concern you might have. From warranty work to routine oil changes, we treat your vehicle like our own. Call now to schedule a next service appointment at Joe Longhammer Chevrolet. Stop by anytime, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Get your vehicle serviced right every time. Call 248-683-7100. That's 248-683-7100.
Chevrolet, find new roads.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Whether you're relocating to Michigan from another state or another country, moving across town, upgrading, or downsizing, Brenda D. Davis from Century 21 Town and Country Real Estate is your locally known home purchase expert. Buying or selling your home is a complex process. Let Brenda simplify it every step of the way. Brenda D. Davis, the realtor that moves you. Call 248-909-9711 and get moving on your new home purchase or sale today. That's 248-909-9711. Call now.
We are continuing the conversation with the millenniums, while they're having this great segment. And we hope you guys have your pen and paper ready, because it doesn't matter how old you are, because if you are between the ages of, what did you say, Gil, between 35 and on up?
If you 35 on up, and if you 50 on up, you better get you some millennials in your circle.
In your life.
Amen. So back onto what we were talking about. So basically, I just wanted to touch on, I took a moment and was talking about your mental and physical health, but it's also important to become more comfortable and confident in your own skin after you hit a personal healing process. Once you become this new person, you have to really gang on to that person, really nurture that individual that you have just transformed into, just like a caterpillar turning into a butterfly. And that's one of my things. I have one tattooed on me, but hey, whatever that may be. But you have to be more comfortable in your skin and confident in your own skin and abilities to encourage other people around you. When you heal, you have to encourage the environment that you're in. You have to motivate other people in your in, create a positive aura. Because if you can't walk around being a negative Nancy all the time, because it pours onto people, and you don't want that type of environment out on there. But just to say that, just take time for yourself. Take those extra few minutes for yourself and really personally heal so you can be a better person, not only for yourself, but for your business. Business is so important, and I have seen such a transformation in my business be making those personal healings, even by the clientele that I accept. And I'm very choosy, I am sensitive about my craft. I can't just take it on because of money. All money ain't good money. And so I can pick and choose.
Say that.
I'm at the point in my life where I'm picking and choosing. So my books are not open Monday through Friday. And if it bothers you, I'm sorry. You don't fit in my aura at this current time. But I appreciate all my beauties that fit in my aura right now and respect what my healing process is right now. And so once you create that new person, baby, the confidence is through the roof, okay? Woo! You got a whole new step, a whole new mood. And if you don't like it, then guess what? You don't fit in my puzzle, in my piece, or in my aura. So I suggest you find your own peace and aura, because you're not in my new aura.
Okay, Gil, we gotta let Cierra talk, because this their segment. Go ahead, Cierra.
So going back to all money is not good money. That is a true statement. And I love that you're talking about how you have a new confidence after you become a new person, because when you start off in business, I know for me, I'm a very nice person. And when people, they interact with me, they meet me, oh, she's so nice and all of this and that. And I've had to become firm with people because they think you're nice and they will walk all over you and anything goes because you're always there. You look out, you treat them, with a smile, you're positive. People will take that for granted. And I've had to become very firm with others. So now, like you said, all money is not good money. I look at it like this. If it's going to stress me out, I'm not doing it.
Amen.
If I get a customer and from the get-go, they're already seeming like they're going to be difficult, nope, I don't care if it's a $1,000 order. I will not take that project because it's going to be stressful, and then it's not even going to be worth the money. So definitely love that you said that.
Definitely too blessed to be stressed. You're not about to stress and pull my edges out. I can tell you that right now. I can tell you that right now. It just, and sometimes you have to be attentive to your customers, but sometimes every customer ain't fit for you, okay? Every person is not fit for you. And you have to start being vocal about those certain things. And you can cut people off nicely, but sometimes you have to realize you ever heard of the older people say you got to read the room? I'm such an observer now. I read the room. If your energy don't match my energy, baby, I'm in the next lane. We're not even about to have no conversation. We're switching lanes. Okay?
Yeah,
and it's all about personal growth. And it took me, I'm at 32, about to be 33, and it took me quite a while to understand that. And some people still got a little few Band-Aids. They hurt by the process. But, baby, it's okay. This is me, and either you're going to accept it or you're going to have to move on from it. Those are the only two options. You can't please everybody.
That's so true. And let me tell you, people will adapt. So, they may not like the new person that you've become. They may not like what you say, your boundaries, whatever, but they will adapt to it. They'll either adjust or they'll move along, and that is great.
And that's how you know who's true for you.
Yeah, exactly. And reading the room is so important, because I'm telling you, when I get those people, I'm like, okay, yeah, I already know. I'm sorry, I'm booked. I don't have that date available. Okay. And it just is what it is.
It is what it is.
I think, though, millennials, I'm just in awe. So I thank you all for this segment. But as I'm listening, you do have to read the room, and all customers are not your customers. And so I've always lived by that motto. I pick and choose who's going to be in front of me, because I have that right. But I'm thankful that you all are learning that early, and you're setting the trends for those that are coming. So this is an absolute great segment.
Listen,
you know what? One thing I had to learn in my business as I've been in business for almost 12 years now. And, the purpose of the topics that we share is so that we can help others, and they won't have to go through some of the stuff that we've been through in business. Whether you just started, you've been in business for 5 years, I'm still learning things at almost 12 years. And I feel like if I would have knew some of this in the beginning, I could have avoided so much. So go ahead. What were you going to say?
No, just agreeing so much. You have hit the nail on the head with that one.
Listen.
Yeah, and it's like we want to help people not experience some of those things that we have experienced. And as I was saying, at this point, I've grown to be a way different person than I was when I first started. And I had to be honest with myself. I wasn't a great communicator, and I realized that I could be kind of passive, but when you have a business and it's yours, you have to grow up in it. So whatever that looks like, if you're a person who doesn't communicate well, you're going to have some tough conversations in your business. So you might as well start now. And, it starts with you creating those boundaries and you working on yourself, and then you being able to be a better business person for the people that you serve. Amen. So, I've had to turn customers away. Those are hard conversations. I've had to talk to my staff and fire people. All hard conversations, things that I would have said, oh, I'll just let that roll off and I won't talk about that, or I'll wait till tomorrow. No, we're going to have this conversation today because it needs to be addressed. And there's no point in, oh, I'm going to put it off. No, this is where we are right now. Let's do this.
Amen to that. And just to piggyback off that, this is just a keynote for the millennials, for people that are eager to start a business. You cannot be a business owner, an adult, wearing pull-ups. You hear what I'm saying?
What are pull-ups?
Pull-ups are toddlers, okay? You cannot be adult playing adult games with a pull-up on. You have to come in ready. You got to put your big girl and big man drawers on when you come to the table. You cannot pacify so many things when you're trying to play in the big leagues. Okay, that's all my best advice, because this is, you calling about Cierra that's had a baker for 12 years. I've been in the beauty game for about 8 years now. And if you come in and you're not ready, you're going to get eaten alive. And we're trying to let you know now. Don't go in there trying to test the water with your little baby toe or your little pull-ups on. You're going to have to come in there with your drawers on, okay? That's the best advice I can give you right now. And if you still teeter-totter in the water, then you need to redirect what you're doing, sit back, reorganize, and actually talk to people. Cierra is a very approachable person. You can go probably ask her a few things. I'm an approachable person. Ask me a few things, but you got to be open to honesty at the same time. And that's where the big draws and pull-ups come into place. That's my last tip of the day.
I think we've all just had a reawakening in the studio, because the millennials are really in the building. They are kicking knowledge and dropping gems for us today. So Cierra and Alexis, tell us how we can contact you.
So you can contact me, Alexis, at @IamBeauty _IamBeauty by Alexis on Instagram and IamBeauty by Alexis on Facebook. I have my booking links all on those both sites.
Master Baker?
You can reach me on Facebook and Instagram at Delicious Sweets Bake Shop. Again, that's Facebook and Instagram at Delicious Sweets Bake Shop.
So, they dropped the mic on us. So, listeners, they dropped the mic in this segment. And so, Gil is eager to go for. So, Gil, what you got?
Man, I'm climbing the walls in this studio. Listen, I don't think y'all really understand. So, when you hear this type of wisdom at this level, right, at the level that they're at right now in their early 30s, I can just see the wealth of knowledge, the wealth financially. I can see their growth. I can see the prosperity that they will have in less than in another 10 years. And that's why I'm so excited and so encouraged. When you get to I'm 50, I got 4 grandchildren, right? So it's like, I'm looking at my grandkids. Who gonna be teaching them? Who gonna be instructing them? Who their heroes? They on Instagram, social media. When you next to this type of wisdom and this level of wisdom, it's encouraging as a young old head. I'll just say that as a young old head, to know that my grandchildren have women that they can look up to right now. Right, that I can send them to right now, that we can have these conversations, and I'm telling you, it's just confirmation for me, right? Because I've been in the game so long, not that you get settled, but sometimes you get beat down, right? You get beat down for being direct. You get beat down for being encouraging about your mental health. You get beat down because you telling somebody, oh, this ain't your time right now because you're not ready. You know what I'm saying? So to hear these young ladies and to hear these millennials talk about, no, these are things that you need to do. These are the things that you need to have. These are the rooms that you need to be in. That's very encouraging. And I promote you. I salute you. I'm just glad I got Uncle Gil got a front row seat, you know what I'm saying, to this whole situation. But if you had, in these last minute and a half, if you had one, maybe 2 phrases that you can tell your counterparts that's just new in business, what would you tell them?
Master Baker.
I would say, don't play the game. Don't play the game of doing small business, playing yourself small, coming in small, come in direct, be ready for it. Don't play around with it. This is your business. It's your lane. You set the tone. So take care of yourself, take care of your business, and do it in the best way possible so you don't have to play catch up years down the line.
Makeup extraordinaire.
Oh my goodness, Cierra took the words out my mouth. But however, you have to be stern and assertive when it comes to you. And the without saying a curse word, but Erykah Badu said it so effortlessly that she's sensitive about her, but it's craft, and I am sensitive about my craft. And so when you are sensitive and you're dedicated to your craft, you have to put that effort forward. You can't just put out something just because you saw it on Instagram or you've seen somebody else do it on Facebook. You have to take the time and polish it and mold it to effectively fit in what you're trying to do. Because if you're not passionate, nobody's going to draw to a funky pile of nothing, okay? That's my best advice.
Good. How can we reach you, Cierra, again?
Delicious Sweets Bake Shop on Facebook and Instagram. Delicious Sweets Bake Shop on Facebook and Instagram.
You can find me at I Am Beauty on Instagram at _I Am Beauty by Alexis and I Am Beauty by Alexis on Facebook.
We'll be right back, and thank you for joining us, the Millennium segment. Thank you for joining us, Alexis and Cierra.
Thank you.
Have a good week, guys. We'll be right back with our business segment where we'll be shouting out different businesses.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Whether you're relocating to Michigan from another state or another country, moving across town, upgrading, or downsizing, Brenda D. Davis from Century 21 Town and Country Real Estate is your locally known home purchase expert. Buying or selling your home is a complex process. Let Brenda simplify it every step of the way. Brenda D. Davis, the realtor that moves you. Call 248-909-9711 and get moving on your new home purchase or sale today. That's 248-909-9711. Call now.
Hi, Joe Longhammer here from Joe Longhammer Chevrolet with Regina, the Queen of Car Loans and the Queen of Community. Isn't that right, Regina?
That's right. When you buy a car from me, you get on the road in style and you'll be enrolled in the Joe and the Queen's Community Program, where we help you work your way towards better credit.
Joe knows it's good to help our community here in Waterford and Metro Detroit.
To find me, Google Regina, the Queen of Car Loans.
Chevrolet, find new roads.
Are you paying high interest rates on a car loan? Do you desire to purchase a home, but you're unable to get approved? Perhaps you're repeatedly getting denied for credit when applying for credit cards. Listen, better credit doesn't just happen. You've got to make it happen. I've helped hundreds of people better their credit and their overall financial situation by applying a simple set of instructions that anyone can follow. Call me today, 1-800-988-9184. That's Kathy Washington, your financial impact coach, at 1-800-988-9184. Don't delay. Call today.
We're back, and you're listening to a favorite part of the show that we do weekly, and that's the business segment where we shout out businesses. My first business for today is if you're looking to get your travel on in the States, international, out the country, you can go to JaVett Love Travel Agency. She's an independent travel agent. You can contact her for all booking inquiries. It's javettlovetravel@gmail.com, javettlovetravel@gmail.com, or javettlovetravel.com. javettlovetravel@gmail.com. I'm going to spell her name for you. JaVettLove travel, travel@gmail.com. Her Facebook page is JaVett Love Travel on Facebook. But if you're looking to travel again within the United States, you just want to go state to state, contact JaVett Love Travel Agency. She's an independent agent if you're looking to get your travel needs on.
The next business we are highlighting today is Janis Giles. She is the Perfect Party Planner event, and the name of her business is The Perfect Party Favor Events and More. She does balloon arches, decorations, and she also does corporate, schools, churches, and all occasions. I have seen Janis in action, and she does some beautiful work. You can reach her at 248-883-5309. Again, that's 248-883-5309. This is Janis, and she is the owner of The Perfect Party Favor Events and More. So reach out to her if you are having an event.
Hey, this is for my community who's into that mental and physical health. Elizabeth Crenshaw, Yaktown Yoga. Yoga has really changed how I view myself. It's given me a sense of peace. You want to get a hold to her. Her Instagram is Yaktown Yoga. That's YAKTOWN Yoga. Elizabeth Crenshaw. This is something that if you want to do as a corporation, bring in a one time for your group, you need to rethink and refocus on your mental health. This is the person that you want to come in. Yaktown Yoga, Elizabeth Crenshaw.
So let me just go back to JaVett Love Travel Agency. I'm going to get with her. She actually is my cousin. She is living in another state, but she actually help me with my travel needs. I'm being tongue-tied like usual, but she also helps me with my travel needs. So reach out to her. We're also going to be hopefully collaborating. We can give some travel info away if you're looking to take that trip or you need a couple days somewhere. If you send them some info, maybe you'll be included in a drawing. All right, my next person is Caliah Knapp. She's a visionary coach, a consultant, a speaker, dedicated to empowering self-doubting businesswoman professionals seeking greater self-worth. She has over 10 years experience in leadership support background, and actually she's a Mary Kay consultant. So if you're looking to get your beauty needs on, I actually use the mask, and I use some other products that I use, lip gloss, other makeup products I use with Mary Kay. So if you're looking to get your Mary Kay on and get your visual, your beauty on, you can contact her. You can text confidence to 678-408-8552. That's text confidence to 678-408-8552 to get a free ebook from Caliah Knapp.
The next business we are highlighting is Valerie Marie Robinson Photography. Listen, Valerie Marie Robinson is an excellent photographer. She's all over the state of Michigan, and she does travel. She specializes in outdoor photography, concerts, and also family and corporate events. She has been the person behind the lenses of concerts in Ypsilanti, in Southfield, and also in Ann Arbor. So if you're looking to get photography needs met, reach her at 734-796-5557. Again, that's 734-796-5557. That's Valerie Marie Robinson Photography, and you can reach her via email, ValerieMarieRobinsonPhotography.net.
Oh, man. And to my photographers and videographers, I'm not going to leave you without a beautiful spot to film in or take photography service in. My Touch Films. They are located at 25454 5 Mile Road, Suite A. I had the opportunity of photographing a wedding there and also doing a bridal shoot there. And the space is very wide. It's very open. It's all white. They're very professional over there. So again, to my photographers, you're looking for a studio. You're just starting out. You need that infinity wall so you can get that clear, crisp background on those beautiful people you're taking pictures of. My videographers who need that infinity wall because you're shooting a movie. You want to do a green screen. This place had it all. My Touch Films Studios. You can follow them on Instagram at My Touch Film. One word, My Touch Films.
So I have Angeli's Casual, located at 29952 Southfield Road, Southfield, Michigan, 48076. Again, that's Angeli's Casual, 29952 Southfield Road, Southfield, Michigan, 48072. She's open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. You can reach her at 248-327-6200. That's the business line. Then you can also reach the cell at 248-761-4391. Let me just repeat those numbers again. It's 248-327-6200 and 248-761-4391. She is closed on Sunday. If you are looking to get your church outfit on, or your casual outfit on already, or you're just going out, you can go to Angelia's Casual, 29952 Southfield Road, Southfield, Michigan, 48076.
The next business that we're highlighting is Mika Cole. She is a fellow author, and she's the owner of Travel In, the letter N, Bags, LLC. She's an awesome travel consultant. So if you're looking to book travel, or if you're looking to get your family together and friends to go out of the country, please visit her at www.travelinbags.com. Again, that's www.travelinbags.com. She also can be reached at 248-420-4908. Again, 420-4908, area code 248.
On this last business. So I told you how to go get your yoga on. Then I told you, hey, before your photo shoot, photographers, you got to stop in at 149 North Perry. Max Effect. He has a juice for you that's amazing. It's fresh juices, organic juices. It's a natural raw smoothies. He's at 149 North Perry. He's right inside of Anytime Fitness. It's Max Effect. Tell Jermaine Branner that we sent you here from Bids, and get that natural smoothie so you could just be complete throughout the whole day.
So I'm going to sum it up here. I just want to make sure you guys reach out to the businesses that we're saying. Again, JavettLoveTravel at gmail.com or JavettLove at javettlovetravel at gmail.com. Her number is 863-213-9096, 863-213-9096. And then you can also reach Caliah Knapp at 678-408-8552. Text her ebook, Text Confidence, and you can reach her. All right. You have any last ones you want to say?
No, I think we're all good for this week.
Are we all good?
Man, we are good. Make sure you see CC, that famous baker, and tell her uncle needs some cupcakes.
You know what? We do have a couple minutes left here. You know, how can we just end this show where we are doing what?
Listen, I'm telling you right now.
Help me out this morning.
What you need to do is,
Help me out.
You need to go to bids right now. Get the behind the scenes. Get ready for that because that's gonna blow your mind. And if you need to download the app so you can keep hearing what's happening on bids. You need to go to the YouTube page. Press like, share, and subscribe. I'm trying to bless you. I'm trying to tell you how you can keep yourself on repeat, how you can keep yourself out of them dark places. We do the show and share our wounds with you so you don't have to. You ain't got to go through it. You can skip all of it. I'm trying to tell you I'm trying to tell them how to skip it, Regina.
Well, I was kind of tongue-tied the show like usual. I had to have some help ending the show. So, you got it. You got it.
Listen, they need to go like, share, and subscribe. I'm gonna tell you, push the little bell, the little button. It's gonna click on your phone. Everybody got the phone, even a little flip phone. You can go on YouTube. They give you get a 1 gig for free. Ain't no excuses. Everybody got a phone. Like, share, and subscribe to bids. Go behind the scenes. I got some tips that Regina made me dress up for, and y'all need to get some wingtip shoes, and I'm going to show you the casual shoes for the big fella. Lex, I'm telling you right now, try Jesus, not me, and that's my part. I love y'all.
Y'all heard it here. You've heard it here. So it's been a phenomenal day in the studio, but I just want to shout out all of the listeners and those who have been on our YouTube, those who have actually gone to Be in the Driver's Seat on Facebook and seen us on Instagram. So I'm so thankful for you all. We couldn't do this without you. So make sure that you like and subscribe and you tell somebody about us every Saturday morning, 8:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. right here on Bids.
Have a great week, everyone.
Holla.
Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday. Have a good week.
You've been listening to Be in the Driver's Seat with Regina, the Queen of Car Loans, and mental health expert, Dr. Teresa Moore.
Brought to you by Joe Lunghammer Chevrolet of Waterford.
Be in the Driver's Seat, a Saturday morning mix of cars, credit, and wellness created just for you. From Regina, the Queen of Car Loans, and Dr. Teresa Moore, thank you for listening.